Hi there, this is David from iCloud, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a basic form using the advanced data spreadsheet feature that iCloud provides. Well, first of all, we're going to use existing SQL tables that we have created already. We have two tables, artists and albums, that contains information. The artist table has two fields, an autonumeric, the PK, and the name. We'll create a form to manage this table information. Okay. First of all, we're going to desktop, and we will create a folder to store all the forms. Create folder, and we'll enter the folder, and here we are going to create the advanced spreadsheet. Okay, the advanced spreadsheet will be named artist. Okay, save. The first thing is to edit the design. And as you can see, we have two different spaces here. On the left pane, you can see the spreadsheet. This is like an Excel file. You can configure the look and feel, you can specify, you can write the columns, you can specify bold, underline, you can specify colors and borders, almost everything you can do with Excel. And on the right right side of the page, you can specify the logic, the names, the ranges, the lookups, child tables, events, macros, all the things to work with the spreadsheet. So the first thing that we're going to do is to create a couple of fields there. The ID and the name. And we're going to link these two cells, to the fields in the table. But first of all, we need to tell the form that it needs to look for the information on the table, because by default, advanced spreadsheets use the internal database, that is a Mongo database. In this case, we don't want to use that. We want to use a data source. And this data source is the artist table. Okay, save. Now we can specify that this cell will contain the ID from the table. Create, and right click, create field, and the artist ID will go here. It's an automatic field. Save, and the name will go in this cell. Create field, name is a text, and we also want this field to appear in the listing. The listing is a list of all the rows in the table. So we want it in the listing in the first position. That the description will be artist name, and the listing will be sorted by this field in ascending order. Okay, and now we can finish formatting the spreadsheet. So we can add borders, we can make this column wider, we can add here these fields in bold, we can also add a title, and we can also merge these cells, for instance, make the font bigger and bold. So when we are done, we save the template. So now we have a template, and we have the fields, the mapping of the fields, indicating which field corresponds to each of the cells in the template. So we can go now to the listing, and we see in the listing the name with the description that we defined before, and all the rows in in the table. So we can click on one of them and we will see the information in the template that we already defined. We can click on others and we see the two fields there. We can also create new artists. And a new autonumeric number will be assigned. If we come back to the design, we can specify that the cells can be protected if we want. We can select all this range, for instance, and lock cells. And we can select only this name and unlock these cells. Then we can protect the sheet. The password indicated that we want to select only unlocked cells. And save the template. And when we move again to a new record, we can only select this cell and not other cells. So we cannot enter a number in the ID or cannot change the artist cell. Well, that's a brief introduction to what you can do with existing SQL tables and the advanced spreadsheet in AdCloud. Thank you for watching.